So, hi. Slow start today, especially with the weather. Hopefully, everybody that's watching is avoiding most of the weather. I know back home in Pittsburgh, there were like 6 to 8 inches of snow, and then I guess some parts of this or that area got up to a foot of snow, which is insane to think about. I'm glad that I am not home right now. But we'll get to that. I guess I can update about my life recently. How's the background music too? I just turned it on. No idea if it's the right volume or not. Figure the synthwave goes with the background. That was free. I got for free. Hopefully I'm able to use it. Anyway, I might as well start with the life events. 3 big life events, really, in the last couple of months. So first and foremost, I graduated from college. Go me. Woo. I graduated from PSU, Pennsylvania State University, with an electrical engineering degree. So that takes a lot longer than you think it does, and is a lot more work than you think it is. And not that I would discourage anybody from trying it out, but it definitely kicked my ass at some points. Oh well, it's fine. Oh, perfect. Not overpowering. Yeah, I guess I get the delay with chat as well. I could probably turn that down. Hey, thank you. So yeah, I'm out of Penn State. I'm out of the State College area, and I got a job even before I graduated. So I guess I can tell the story about that. It was probably 2 weeks or a week or so before Thanksgiving. I got a call from one of the places that I applied to, and they're like, "Hey, we'd love to schedule an interview." And I said, "Okay, cool. When? Like, when works for you guys?" And they were like, "How about next Wednesday or something, or next Tuesday?" And I was like, "Sure." It was a Thursday or Friday, so I had some time to prepare. You know, it wasn't like I was going into the interview blind. I knew about the company. It's a company that I had heard about before. I knew they were a good company. I knew the location and all that. So I'm like, cool. And I went into this interview, and instead of there being, like an HR person there or like a hiring manager, it was just 2 of the people that I would be working with, 2 engineers. And they're like, "Hey, we have some questions. Unfortunately, our supervisor couldn't be here today. Tell us about yourself." And I did. And they were like, "Cool." And they started asking me questions. And I started asking them, about the company, about the kind of work that I'd be doing. And everything that they were saying, like 1-to-1, lined up with what I want to do. Now, I don't know exactly the nature of the work, because I will say it is a defense company. And I guess they're government contracted defense company. I'll say it like that. So I was like, cool, this sounds totally what I want to do. The interview ended. I was super happy. I was feeling good about it. And then a day or so later, I just wanted to send a follow-up email to the woman. She was kind of like a university relations rep. And I followed up, and I was like, "Hey, thanks so much for your time. Thanks for scheduling the interview. Excuse me. Is there any more information I need to provide? Like, what are some of the next steps? When do I expect to hear back?" And I got an email back that was just like, "Oh, don't worry. You'll hear back from us next week regarding next steps. Have a great weekend." Smiley face. And I was like, she put a smiley face in here? Like, I'd spoken with the woman. She was very, very sweet, very helpful, but I just didn't expect a smiley face from her. Not that it was like super out there, but in the business world, you don't usually send smiley faces with things. So I asked my mom, who is in HR, like, "What does this mean?" And she's like, "I think that's a good sign." I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to get my hopes up, because the 2 companies that I had also in, my top 5 had already gotten back to me by that point saying no. Not even like we are not even going to interview you. We've chosen to pursue other candidates. So I was like, oh, whatever. And that next week, I got an offer letter. Like that next Tuesday, I got an offer letter, and it was the exact position that I wanted. Like I said, I knew the area, I knew the company, and then I looked down at what they're going to pay me, and I was like, oh, all right, well, I'd be an idiot for not taking this, but I wanted to give it a couple of days for my, adrenaline to settle. And so I did. But later that night, the day that I got the offer letter, I had an exam, totally bombed it. And, I was just like, my mind was not on this exam, but it's fine. I got 100 on the final. And when I say bombed, I mean, like, I think I got a 53%, and that was with the bonus. I was fine in the class. But yeah, I was thrilled, and then I finally ended up accepting the offer letter. And probably now is a good time to say that I interned with another government contracted company for 2 summers before this. And kind of what I heard from them after I had already accepted the offer letter, of course, was that, wish you would have waited. We've been preparing an offer for the last 2 weeks or something, and we were going to send it out to you after Thanksgiving. And I got that, and it just seemed kind of strange because, like, hey, look, this other company has offered me probably $20,000 a year more than you would have offered me. And they got on top, they were like on top of it. And not that I didn't dislike anybody at the company, or I didn't dislike the company in general, but I felt like the company that I got that offer letter from was just much more responsive. The work was more aligned with my interests. So I decided to take the offer, obviously. But what it did involve, and I'm here enjoying the end result of it, was moving up to basically Boston, north of Boston, in Massachusetts. And it is a lot colder up here. It is also 10 hours from Pittsburgh. So that trek was kind of spread out over a couple days. I needed to get a bunch of stuff in my apartment back in State College, Pennsylvania, which is 3 hours away from Pittsburgh on its own. And then from State College to where I am now, north of Boston, is about 7.5 hours. So it was a couple of long driving days, and there wasn't much I could do about that. But moved in here, have a nice new apartment. I mean, I'm probably the second or third person ever to live in this unit that I'm in. It's in some renovated mill buildings by the river, so it has a great view and all that. You can tell the light is kind of fading, and it's only 2:50 p.m. here. It's been overcast and rainy all day with this storm that's been blowing through the Northeast. It's just the East in general. So those are the 3 big life events, with getting the job right before Thanksgiving, and then graduating mid-December. I had to do an extra semester for a few reasons, and I wanted to go for a computer engineering degree, but just ended up not being able to, with just so many of the life things that happened. But yeah, no, I'm super happy with where I've ended up, but the past 2 to 3 months have just been absolute chaos, as you probably could understand. And for those who haven't moved before, or haven't had the experience of the job search, I'm telling you, it's a lot. It really takes a lot out of you, because you could apply for 3 or 4 jobs in a day, once you get back from class or whatever, and then you may not hear anything for months. Some of these jobs I applied for back in early September, and I didn't hear until mid-November. Some of them I never heard back from at all, which is nerve-wracking. Because you wonder, might they have offered me more money if I had gone with them or in another location? Probably not. I do want to say I am fully employed, Don't feel bad for me. I know there have been donation links on the channel before. All of those have been disabled for the time being. Though we'll get to some channel stuff here in a second. But I want to first talk about the Discord. I know that we only have a couple of people here, so at least I'm not talking to the void. Thank you guys for joining along. But I want to talk about the Discord first, what's in store for that, and then there are a couple of options here. So the first one is to completely delete it and rebuild it from the ground up. I'm not a fan of this option, but it probably would be easier in the long run. And with this, it also comes with, this was the Tabler crew for the longest time. TC, Tabler crew. But it's just me up here now. My siblings don't make videos. They haven't for years. I'm not really making these for them anymore. This is, more for myself. But, I loved the Tabler crew. I loved the TC logo that I made. I did put in some effort to rebranding the channel. There are actually a lot of effects like this you see in the background that I had accumulated to go with this kind of synthwave retro design that I was planning on establishing for the channel. Never happened, obviously. Though it could still happen in the future. So yeah, the delete and rebuild, with new taglines, new graphics, new whatever. Or I could clean it and consolidate it. So this would involve removing any inactive users or users that have been inactive for months and months and months. I have a way of doing this. And honestly, if there are people that are still active, I know some of the more active users, just looking at the general chat, are, the Wild Winter, Arana, Fire Flaming. Let's see, who else? Those are the main three. There are some that bebop around. Oh, Animal Girl. Yeah, how can I forget? And there are a few. And then I had your local _ T-Lover as the mod for the longest time, but haven't interacted with them. The mods and the bots were cool, and they still are cool, and I'm glad that they were able to set it up. But half of them I just don't use. Like Epic RPG, Unbelievaboat, I think that's another one. Me6 is one that I use all the time. Dino, I haven't used too much, but I can get used to using it. So those are the two options. We either have delete and rebuild in a different image, or clean and consolidate, which my plan for that, I will release shortly. But definitely comment down below, comment on here what you think. If you're already on the Discord, keep your eye out for a message coming after the stream about reactions, stuff like that. Now for the YouTube channel. So I do want to keep making content. Dino is good for moderating. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So I still want to keep making content on here, but as some people might know, I have an electronics channel. That is the Ethan Tabler channel. And I've done projects on there before, and I want to continue making projects on there, documenting some of my own personal projects, and some personal research that I'm doing. So if you're into electronics, I definitely have some good stuff over there. Clean and consolidate would be your choice. Yeah, like I said, that's probably better. It's the harder of the two. So I'm not going to downplay that. But thank you for the input, because that's probably the route that I'm going to end up going. But the delete and rebuild, like I said, would certainly be easier. Anyway, so because I still want to make content, because I still want to put something up on this channel every once in a while, I'm thinking like one stream or video per week. And for me, this is going to be a lot easier because, I have work during the day. It's probably going to occupy 10 hours of my day. Starting from like 7 a.m. to 5, maybe even longer than that, with travel time. But I have my evenings free. Other than chores and stuff like that, I don't have homework, I don't have meetings that I have to go to. Obviously, I'm going to spend time with some of my family. I do have family up here. but the one stream or video a week, I know that's doable. That's going to be the minimum that you see from me. And this is probably going to count for the one video or stream this week because I start work tomorrow. My first day of work is tomorrow. It's onboarding and orientation and, you know, stuff like that. So I'm looking for lots of content ideas, mainly for games I can play, shows I can review. I know that in this car, you can't watch TV shows or movies or whatever like you can on Twitch. I'm in this car for the long haul. This is my bright red 2009 Honda Accord that I'm gonna be cruising in as long as I can. I had a Twitch channel for a while. I tried Twitch. I'm more used to YouTube though, and this is where all of my streams, all of my videos are going to be. So I'm looking for lots of content ideas, and those should be submitted on the Discord. Don't be disheartened if your idea doesn't make it. I have a lot of my own already. I always come back for like Minecraft or Dead Cells or something that I can play in the background while talking. If I want to talk about a subject, or if I want to have like a conversation with my viewers, that's probably what I do. Unless there's another game that I come up with. You know, I do have a Nintendo Switch. I play Animal Crossing. I don't know if Animal Crossing is something that people want to see, but oh, thank you for the well wishes for the first week. Yeah, no, I'm excited, but I'm totally ready to just be absolutely exhausted after every single day this week because we're cramming in 5 days of onboarding into a 4-day work week because today is MLK Junior Day, which I'm so glad that I have off. Very glad. Just gives me an extra day to get settled and to arrange things. It's a good thing I have my green screen up. You kind of see it. Because I will be honest, there's a ton of shit behind that green screen. Also, I'm not even trying to make this family friendly. You know, I'm not going to be swearing profusely, but there may be a couple of times where you hear some bad words in a game, or you see some, you know, sensitive content, violence mostly. But yeah, I'm looking for a couple of new games to get going on, just to give you maybe a rundown of some games that I have already that might be helpful. I have Outriders. I've already started the campaign for that. I know I posted a couple videos. They didn't get much traction. I have Halo Infinite. I don't have the campaign, but I do have the multiplayer. Factorio, that's more of like a long-term stream kind of thing. Like stream for a couple of hours on Factorio. I have Rocket League. I'm actually not half bad at Rocket League. Mini Motorways, always fun. Pokemon Insurgents, which I've posted a couple videos on. They haven't gained a lot of traction, but I think that's also because I haven't been posting consistently for Pokemon Insurgents. I have Final Fantasy XIV. I do want to get back into that at some point. Graveyard Keeper, RimWorld, Potion Craft. I think of those, RimWorld is the only one I haven't done yet, maybe. Minecraft. I have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm about 3 or 4 hours into the campaign, so probably won't play that one. Battletech. That's something that I had just gotten. The campaign on that is hard. I'm not even gonna lie. Spelunky 2 I have. That might be kind of good. Fortnite, which I'm not gonna be playing Fortnite. Gemcraft, I have considered doing Iron Wizard mode. There have been a lot of requests for it. I have considered it. I just don't want to look like a total fool while I'm playing it. Darkest Dungeon 2 was another one that actually was received pretty well. Got a dozen views or something like that, which I know sounds like nothing when I have other content on my channel that's gotten over 1,000 views. Stardew Valley, Death Stranding, that's kind of old, long-term. New World, I have been playing a lot of New World. And then just pulling up my Epic Games launcher here. Yeah, Graveyard Keeper is addictive in its own strange little way. Because you feel like you're always behind. Like you always want to keep playing to get to a certain milestone or whatever. Let's see, where do I... No. getting notifications on my phone. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I'm open to game suggestions. I don't have my VR headset anymore. I did leave that at home. But I still have my Switch. There's something that's exclusive to Switch. Oh my gosh, God of War. Holy shit, I totally forgot this was coming out. Could play through God of War. Not a terrible idea. Here, let's take a look here at some stuff. Oh, I don't have my main stream window set up. Nah. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. It took me way too long to set this up that you see here. I'm not gonna do that right now. Let's see, Far Cry 6? Nah, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Just looking at different things that are on sale at the Epic Games Store. I know there's tons more on Steam, obviously. Genshin Impact was something that I was recommended, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily... I love watching Darkest Dungeon 2. Are you in for any story-heavy gameplay? I would definitely do story-heavy stuff. For sure. I also wouldn't mind getting in on like something like Rainbow Six. Or something that's more of a first-person shooter game. Oh, some other games that are in my... thing here. So I got Borderlands, Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 3. I have CSGO. And I used to play that all the time. It might be kind of fun getting back into it. I do have Cyberpunk. Deep Rock Galactic is fun, but I wish I had a group of people to play it. It's much more fun. Multiplayer, for sure. Dying Light, which isn't Dying Light 2 coming out end of this year or something like that? Wasn't it supposed to come out? When is Dying Light 2 coming out? I will definitely be playing Dying Light 2 when it comes out. I loved the original Dying Light. Forget the story, but I just remember it was super fun. Skyrim. I can always do Skyrim. It's just such a fun game to come back to every once in a while. Hades. I've played through Hades before. Be fun to come back to. Let's see. Yeah. Loop Hero. I love Loop Hero. It's incredibly fun. Got a bunch of Lego games. Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. Played those back in the day. I think I can retire those. No Man's Sky. There's the Outriders. Risk of Rain and Risk of Rain 2. Skull, which I've played before on stream. Snake RX. I play that on my laptop all the time. I used to play it like in class. Don't tell my parents. I just got Star Wars Squadrons for Christmas, and I haven't had time to get everything set up. I know that is playable in VR. I have considered it. But yeah, I would definitely do some story-heavy gameplay. Torchlight. Wow. Terraria. It's been a while. Splunky. Valheim. Warframe. Now that is a game that if I could reset my progress and start fresh, I would. Wizard of Legend. XCOM Chimera Squad. Chimera Squad I did play for a bit. But because we only had, minimal interest in it, there were only a couple of people that were interested in it. The videos didn't do very well, and they weren't pushed out. I always have Witcher 3, that is. Which honestly, when we're hot on the tails of the show, might not be a bad idea. That is pretty story heavy. Frostpunk is only $7.50. It's 75% off. That's pretty good. Dying Light 2. Yeah, when does this come out? Okay. February 4th. Ugh. Sorry about that. I think I killed all of my audio there for a second. Yeah, 2 weeks. It's releasing in 2 weeks? Frostpunk, yeah. Sorry, no, I'm just going through game deals. Maybe that could be, you know, like a 5-minute segment that I do every week. Just like, hey, some of the game deals for this week. Go check them out. February 4th. All right. You heard it here first. February 4th, we are starting Dying Light. What day is that on? Is that on a Friday? It is on a Friday. I think I'm going to get my first paycheck on February 4th, so that would be nice to have my paycheck before I go buy probably the deluxe version. Well, and if you pre-purchase, it looks like you do get some cool stuff. Yeah, you get some cool stuff. I've seen a little bit of Frostpunk. I feel like it would kind of be my style of game. Yeah, I did get too excited. Well, like I said, I don't have this on a boom arm like I used to. I literally just have it sitting on my desk with this giant ass cable coming off to the side. You can't even see it. And it's like kind of wrapped around my leg, so it doesn't surprise me. Outer Worlds, I think I have somewhere. Timberborn. It's 20% off for their first big update. I could do that. Also, Northern Lion was just playing some game the other day that looked kind of fun. Like an old style. It's not even like bullet hell. It's bullet hell, but you're the one with the bullets. New Genesis Phantasy Star Online. Oh, it was released a couple of years ago. I don't know why that would be recommended to me, but okay. Fury Unleashed. Oh, that looks like a fun game. 30XX Fires of Industry. It's Mega Man. It's just fucking Mega Man. Tribes of Midgard. Sorry, I'm just going through here. Also, I was asked if I was going to be playing Security Breach. I don't think so. I've watched the whole thing. I watched Mark play through the whole thing. Inscription. I watched all of Inscription. Who played Inscription that I watched? I think it was Northern Lion. I think I watched Northern Lion's playthrough. Wow. God of War. I have wanted to play that game for so long. I never owned a PS4. I can't get my hands on a PS5, obviously, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I mean, there are some good games on here that I would totally go for. Monster Hunter Rise. I thought this was a Switch-only game. I mean... Oh, looks like they're having some technical difficulties on it, but... Yeah, this is another game that I would play. I played Monster Hunter back in the day. So, like Monster Hunter Tri. That was the game that I played back in the day. Well, every Monday, what if I just did like a short 5-minute video on games that are on sale? Just like big games that are on sale. Genital Jousting, I remember when people played that on there. Pillars of Eternity is only $7.50. That's not bad. Railroad Corporation. Anyway, that's the majority of my my updates. So, what I can do is I can maybe stream for a little bit tonight. I have to be in bed early. I'm waking up at the crack of dawn to go to work tomorrow morning, and I have to look presentable. I was debating shaving. I know it doesn't come across on camera because I don't have many lights on, but it's getting a bit thick. It's also red. My beard is red, so it doesn't show up on cameras nearly as much as it does like in real life. Like, it looks really patchy, but I think it's just because the way the light's hitting it. Whatever. It's not very long. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Give you some good options there for a bit. I think maybe by the end of the week I could pull up another stream. I guess I could stream later tonight, even if I can find something to stream. Just do Minecraft. I know for the longest time we also had a Minecraft server for people that were in the Discord. For myself and people that were in the Discord. It wasn't just me or just them. I would play on it from time to time. We could do that again. I don't know if people like games like Factorio, but I could pull up a multiplayer game of Factorio. I've been super into Factorio recently, so yeah, been enjoying it. What's my computer? It's like, what's that noise? It's my computer spinning up. Oh, here we go. We got more purple. I got side to side purple grid lines. Ew. These are like freaky. I'm looking at motion backgrounds now because I have the tab open. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I am definitely looking for content. For sure. So if there's anything that you guys can think of, post it in the Discord. I'll be posting that message about cleaning and consolidating here in a bit because I think that that's probably the better way to go. It's going to be more difficult for me. But in the long run, I think it's going to be the better way to go. I'm also streaming on Wi-Fi right now. I don't have a cable hooked into the back of my computer, and it has not been giving me issues so far. I can also stream at much higher frame rates, which is huge. Hey, Animal Girl's in here. Hola. Joining at a good time, but unfortunately, I'm coming to a close. So watch it back. There are a bunch of life updates and shit. So, I just want to see what are my settings for stream. 600, or I guess 6 megabits per second. That's not bad at all. I could definitely up that. Could probably up it to about 7 megabits per second, give you better quality streams. And of course, once I have better lighting, my face will look a little bit nicer. But yeah, well, if Factorio is something that is, fan favorite, I can definitely pull out a couple of Factorio streams just for a couple hours a week, maybe in the evenings. I would never be streaming during the day like this. I would still be at work. Yeah, how is it that you are so good at joining streams as soon as they are almost over? I only plan on streaming for a half hour. I guess it's been a little bit longer than that. I'll cut down the video. It's like Ludwig streams. I either catch them at the very beginning or the very end. There's no in between. No in between. Also, it looks like my hair is sticking up, but I know it's not. It's just the damn headphones. I would also love to do the headphone-free meta. I probably need a haircut. Oof. Now that I'm looking at it. I just got a shower a couple of hours ago because I went to the gym. There's a gym in the building that I'm living in. It's small. It's just kind of a little fitness room. But what do you think? I know everybody's used to me with the headphones on. Maybe I'll do the Ludwig off, or maybe I'll put the hat on and get like the in-ears. Whatever. Oh boy. Well, yeah. Watch the stream back. Let me know what you think. I am probably gonna go get a snack go fill up my tea because it's cold now. And if the consensus in the Discord, and I will put the Discord link in the chat here, or not in the chat, but in the description of the video once I'm done. If the consensus is that you guys would rather have me stream something tonight, I will do that for maybe an hour or so. Not for too long. Because like I said, I do have work tomorrow. Which feels weird to say. Because I haven't had a legitimate job ever, really. Like a full-time job. It is snack time, okay? I had a late lunch, but I also worked out. So I think it kind of kicked my metabolism into gear. Probably just gotta grab some baby carrots. Some baby carrots and tea. You know, snack of champions. Probably should have gotten a nicer mug to bring on stream. It doesn't even match the background. It's like this weird... This is the color that my girlfriend likes. This pink here. Whatever. This is going well. In any case, yes. Keep your eyes on the Discord, and I will be in there interacting for the next hour or so. And then probably I won't stream if the consensus is that you guys would like me to stream tonight. I won't be on to stream until after 6, most likely around 7, kind of from like 7 to 9-ish. Thank you for pulling out the carrot emoji. All right, well, you guys have a great day, great rest of your day, great evening, and you may be hearing from me tonight if we can figure out what we want to do. Anyway, see you guys. Bye-bye.